on Saturday night. Move this a little bit over here. There we go. Hello. So I'm good. How are you? How are you guys? So I am going to be going over to YouTube entirely here very soon. But I figured I would come on here first because I made that video earlier. Hi, Baxter. I made that. Calm down, dude. I made that video earlier. Like, do you guys want me to talk about everything that's been going on with the video that Olivia made? And hey, guys, hello on YouTube. The video that Baxter, you're gonna get kicked out, buddy. Thank you. I love you too. Sorry, guys. Get down. Lay down. But I'm on here real quick because the stuff that I'm going to talk about, like kind of like I said in the video, if you guys want to hear me talk about the video that Olivia made with Kim, and then actually I'm going to talk about something else. Thank you. I actually haven't had a haircut in a little while. In fact, it actually is kind of messy now, but thank you. Somebody also sent me information on a massive Idaho. He's just going to come here. A massive, like, supposedly everything is an Idaho cover up here. Actually, want to show everybody on YouTube? There you go. There you go. There you go. Here you go, buddy. Yes, thank you. I love you too. Thank you, guys. We have another Cocker Spaniel, but he's the one that whines. Yes, it is DeLorean Day. Happy. Thank you, Kim. I appreciate it. For everybody who don't know what she's talking about today, I have a DeLorean, as a lot of y'all know. And today, 42 years ago, the first one rolled off the assembly line. Okay, I'll move this back up. So I'm on TikTok for a few minutes here because I do want to talk about the Kim tapes. I'm calling them the Kim tapes. They're not really tapes, but there's a video, the Kim video. Because a lot of people, like literally today, I got, I would say between DMs and comments, probably on all the different realms of social media, I probably got over 100 requests to talk about. Thank you, Becky. I did a tour of it too over today, and I put it on one on TikTok and then one on YouTube to talk about these Kim tapes and what, you know, my thoughts and opinions. And we did do that for those of y'all who were in the YouTube live last night. We did do that. And I'm going to do it again, mostly over on YouTube. I'm really coming on here to kind of guide y'all over there. And the biggest reason I'm doing that, well, for two reasons, being completely transparent with y'all, is I am trying to grow my YouTube channel. So I definitely want to do that. The other thing is I'm going to talk about all about that, Destiny, on YouTube. The other thing is, and this is really the biggest reason. I mean, yes, I am trying to grow this. That's this movie's so underrated, y'all. So underrated. Is because the stuff that I'm going to say is stuff that I know would get me banned on TikTok. And you know, it's been very interesting here lately with me doing these. Well, I'm from the South. That's why I say y'all. I've been doing these lives on TikTok for a very long time and just started going to YouTube. But when I do lives on TikTok, I have to typically be very cognizant of what I say and very cautious of what I say because the TikTok police. Oh, I'm live on YouTube right now. Yes, he is a Cavalier King Charles. I'm live on YouTube right now. So it'll be a very easy shift, easy transition. But TikTok likes to ban creators for almost no reason. In fact, one of my friends and fellow creators who was, I think, in this live right here, I don't think he's gone over to YouTube yet. He was telling me yesterday that he was in a live by himself. Nobody had arrived at all. And he was messing around with some of the effects that TikTok has for lives. And they banned him for harassing and bullying. And he didn't even say a word. He was in the live 100% by himself. So my YouTube channel is the same as here, same name as here, Justin on TikTok. You can also get to it from my profile. If you go to my profile, no, it's not Justin on YouTube, Justin on TikTok, because Justin on YouTube was probably taken, and I try to keep the same brand across the board. But you can also get to through my profile a couple ways. One, the easiest way I would say is probably click the Linktree link in my profile. Yeah, Michael. So the one who just said, "Yeah, it's stupid," I'm going to pin him. He is. This is the same friend / follower. I'm going to pin it real quick. This is the individual who's in a live by himself. And I went into his live yesterday and he was doing nothing wrong and they banned him or kicked him out like twice. So anyways, that's what's up with TikTok. But anyways, I digress on that. So the other way to get to it is go to Linktree in my profile. You will see the second link from the top is how to get to my YouTube. It's a direct link. You can also do youtube.com/Justin on TikTok. Just spelled normally, all one word. So youtube.com/Justin on TikTok. That'll take me there as well. So anyways, so I'll get a couple more minutes and we'll start over here, and I'll end up logging off here. I could potentially log on to Instagram because I don't think they would ban me to say, and I got verified on Instagram today. So, which I'm very, very excited about. Again, thank you again, Michael, for that. And so I might want to show them a little love too, and then they might not shut me down the way that whatever. I'm glad that I've been telling Olivia to go on Pascal, so I'm glad that she is. So, very excited about that. Thank you. If TikTok could just follow suit, I would love it. So, thank you guys. Everybody's coming in from TikTok. We have about 129 people on the YouTube live, which also makes it a little bit easier. And the other thing that's great about YouTube is I can actually pull things up. And so we're going to talk about the Kim thing. But the other thing for those of y'all who are just coming and switching platforms, whatever, the other thing. Oh, thank you, Susan, for coming from Twitter. That's awesome. I'm glad I'm streaming on Twitter too. I don't really have that much of a presence there, but I can throw it up there. So it's easy. So awesome. Thank you. Thank you guys for coming. Hopefully I will earn y'all's follows. But the other thing I want to talk about is I was sent, and okay, look, I know I should not give the second part any airtime. I know that I shouldn't. Let me double check what it's called then. It should be, well, then you can also go to my profile page and go to the link tree. You should be able to get it from there as well. I have Twitch going, but I have not gained anything from Twitch, so I don't know if it's actually going, but it is going. Like it should be going. But there's apparently a website, University of Idaho Cover Up website. And I was sent basically I was sent the website, went to the website. It exists, but what the people wanted me to see was no longer there. It's been taken down. So I told the person who sent it to me this, and I was like, okay, I can't look at what you're trying to show me. So she sent me screenshots. And I got 10 screenshots of this. I read through 4 of them. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to stop and we're going to blind react on this together. Okay. Because this stuff is absolutely insane. And I know we shouldn't give it airtime. But we're going to give it airtime because, a lot of times people will say when I do videos calling out trolls or stuff like that, like, why are you giving them the attention they want? Because sometimes I feel that I should just call out stupidity. So, anyways, what's my view? Yeah, Olivia and I are friends, and it's not her claims, it's Kim's. And I'm going to talk about it all on YouTube. I'm getting ready to shift over there and go straight into this discussion. You know what? I can probably start some of this discussion on here until it gets to the point, on both platforms, until it gets to a point where I know I'm treading with TikTok. So, let's just get into it. So for the people who don't know who Olivia is, this is on both. It's a creator on YouTube and on TikTok, on both, called Chronicles of Olivia. To find me on YouTube, it's my username is the same as here, Justin on TikTok. It's got a little yellow like icon, and you can also get to it through the link. Second, if you click on the link tree in my profile page, second link will take you to my page. So Olivia created a video. She posted a small short version of it on TikTok, and then she posted an almost 30-minute version on YouTube for the entire call. Olivia is a great creator. Her and I are friends. We became friends during the Gabby Petito case. In fact, for those of y'all who, a lot of y'all know this, but for those of y'all who don't know this, during the Gabby Petito case, myself and my followers, we flew an aerial banner around Christopher and Roberta Laundrie's house twice. Okay. And that is how I met Olivia for the first time. She was in the area. She was physically there, boots on the ground, and she offered to help, stream it for me. And this was before, and so she did at the same time on TikTok. Well, I also then got JB Buno from WFLA to stream it. And that's a different conversation for a different day. Yeah, everybody did. Exactly. Everybody, y'all are in here saying that y'all donated to it. That's why I said wasn't just me. It was me and my followers. So that was all wonderful stuff. She's a good person. She's a good soul. She's a good-hearted person. Yes, if you miss the YouTube live, that's another thing that's great about YouTube. If you miss this or have to go in and out, you can go in to the YouTube one at any time and watch it, which is great. And fast forward, rewind, whatever you need to do. So all that saying, Olivia did this video. Okay. I don't disagree with Riley, Stephanie. So what the comment is for those of y'all who can't see it is that Riley Lively was speaking on it, said she wouldn't even speak on it because it was so outrageous. So yes, my live on Wednesday will be strictly TikTok, actually, probably. Riley Live is another creator who does true crime stuff. She, my understanding, has actually reached out to Olivia to talk about vetting and things like that. If you watch the video in its entirety, Olivia is not sitting there agreeing with Kim. I'll fill in the Kim. So, okay, so for y'all, those of y'all who don't know who Kim is, there was a video posted. I'm calling it the Kim tapes because I don't know. I think it's got a good ring to it. I'm calling it the Kim tapes. And Kim was a person who has gone on. She first went on a YouTube show. She's been all over Reddit. She's been all over Facebook groups. She then did a phone call with Olivia talking about basically things that happen that aren't, as she says it, very clearly, as she says it, things that they're telling us about Idaho that are not factual. Okay. So I watched the whole thing. Some of y'all with me last night here watched part of it with me. And then, I said, if you want to see the rest of it, go to Olivia's page. And at the beginning of it, as it starts, there's one part of it that I can kind of believe. One part of the entire thing. One part that I can believe. And that one part is the fact that she said these kids knew before the police knew. And the reason I believe that is because that's what we all heard at the beginning when this all started, was that people were standing around before the police came. And then if you watch the 2020, I don't know if it was a 2020 Dateline, I think it was 2020. Pretty sure it was 2020. One of Xana's friend was like, they heard about this, and she said it was in the morning, and I was texting Xana hoping that she was okay. Now go, buddy, go over here. Texting Xana hoping that she was okay. She said morning, not afternoon. The cops, came at noon, so that's not morning. I can tell you for certainty, Olivia is 100% in contact with Steve Gonsalves. 100%. I know that for sure. Olivia and I are friends. Olivia and I are friends off these platforms. Like Olivia and I, especially during this case, we've been talking once, twice a day, sometimes, several times a week. So that's the part that I can believe. But then she starts to get into this whole mass of conspiracies. Okay, whole masses of conspiracies. And this is where I'll tread a little bit further, and then I know the TikTok gods are going to be angry with me, and so I will shift strictly over to YouTube, and I will give y'all one more time how to do it. But when you watch this video, one is she speaking fast. Olivia addresses the fact that she speaks. So I was looking at somebody said. I totally lost my train of thought there. Oh yeah, conspiracy theory. So Olivia says at the beginning of it that she speaks fast. You can slow down the playback of the video. She does speak fast. I speak fast. So that's nothing necessarily indicative of lying or being untruthful, but it could be indicative of substance. That's what I'll say. And again, once I hang up with TikTok, I will say what I really want to say. But it could be that she might have been on something. I'm not on something. I'm just ADHD and I'm all over the place. So I speak fast because my brain and my mouth don't keep up with each other. Anyway, it got to a point where she starts talking about pretty much every single conspiracy theory that we have heard. Well, I'm getting to that. So every single conspiracy theory that we have heard, this woman is rattling off, and then some. And I'm saying this because when I get ready to pull it up on here, and if y'all want to, once we get some more people, I can. Olivia's given me permission. I could go through and play some of it again, if we need to. Are you saying that I have mental issues, Judy? I'm just kidding. But it was everything from it's a trap house and it's known for for, it's the whole drug thing. And again, this is going to play into it. I am going to pull up on the screen with this whole Idaho cover up thing. And my God, the mental gymnastics on some of this stuff. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. So on that note, I'm going to stop here for a second. And I'm going to tell the people on TikTok to please come over here because I'm going to start saying things that they can't say here. Okay. I think, you know what? I think that you have a good point. I don't know if it's Wade or Wade ML, whatever it is. I think that's a good point. I think we will just talk about it. I think that's good. But I'm going to move everything over to YouTube specifically. I will hope that some of y'all will join me over here because I am going to be able to put things up on the screen for you guys to be able to see it. We are talking about the woman Kim. So the way to get to my YouTube, and you are going to, please follow me here too if you don't already. We do a lot of stuff on this case, and we're going to be starting the Murdaugh case probably Monday. Hold on. We got somebody who's got a big opinion. His Tater Man feels that he's got some big emotions here that we need to go ahead and mute him. Big emotions. YouTube is Justin on TikTok for YouTube. The easiest way to get to it is to go into my profile, and you can click the Linktree link, link.tre, and it's got like a dash Justin, whatever, and some numbers. You can click that, and the second link on the Linktree will take you to my thing. I am also streaming currently on Twitter, same name, and probably on Twitch. So, anyways, I'm going to log off on this. Thank you guys all for the follows. News Nation is going to be switching to Murdaugh starting on Monday, but I'm sure as updates come, they will cover it as well. YouTube does not cost any money. No, I don't charge I don't do anything that costs people who follow me money. I'm grateful for people who want to listen to me and who value my opinion. And I don't do things that cost my followers any money. I just refuse to do that. That's just not, to me, that is something that's not on my integrity level. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and sign off here. Last time, YouTube, you can get to it by the personal profile page. Click on the Linktree, second link in, and I will see you there. And I'm about to get a little unhinged. So I'll give you all a couple seconds. Yes, you can chat if you don't subscribe. Link is in my bio. Just click on that link and you'll find it. If you click on the link that's in my bio, you'll find it. Okay, we will see you guys soon, and please consider following me here if you don't already. Okay. All right. I'm off here, so now I can say whatever the hell I want. I think Kim is on meth. We're going to come out the gate on this. Oh, thank you for that, DC. I don't think that it's, Lars, I can't remember what all the points were to go through each one individually, but I can tell you this. I can tell you that it was going into the conspiracy theories on drugs. It was going into there being 3 people and there not just one. It was the police are lying to you. The kids are lying to you that all these kids were knew this, that the fraternities and the sororities and the Greek life was involved. It was all of this, just everything that we have heard, every rumor that we have heard, every conspiracy theory on this that you have heard, all summed up into one phone call. Okay? One phone call. And look, I love Olivia. Olivia does I don't know if it's actually meth, but this woman's on something to come up with what she came up with. But I can say she's spreading rumors. I'll spread rumors. Okay? Look, what she's on. I don't know Kim. But anyways, Olivia is a good person. She's a good-hearted person, and she has truth and integrity is something that is very important to her. She doesn't post stuff just for fluff. She felt the need. She felt that this person, I don't know what the vetting was, that there might be a modicum of truth to it. And I'll thank you guys for the subscribing. And Olivia, on top of that, she's putting it out there. She didn't say that she agrees with the person. She's just trying to give the story. And I will tell you this, because I believe Olivia. Olivia does not lie to me. Olivia will tell me things and be like, hey, you can't. Like, so even during this case, Olivia has told me a bunch of stuff because she is talking to Steve Gonsalves and Kaylee's family. And Steve was fine with this. Before she posted it, she showed it to Steve. Steve was like, okay, whatever. Fine. It's totally fine. So Steve knew about it. For those of y'all, somebody had asked if I got a new microphone that Alyssa gave me for Christmas. I put it up. So hopefully the sound is better than it normally is for you guys hearing me. But what Crystal's saying, and I think a couple other of y'all have said on here too, The more I think about it, and I love Olivia, and I would tell her this, and I've also told her that she should come on either with me or by herself to at least try to have a conversation about this stuff, because my hair's like messing with me on this thing. It's just much better. Awesome. Glad to hear it. That she should come on and talk about this, because her not saying anything, I think, is going to create more of a problem. But people have been coming after her from a hate person. Okay, I'm really glad to hear that about the mic. Thank you guys. I will tell Alyssa if she sees it. So, do I think the Gonsalves are trusting the wrong people? I don't think the Gonsalves are trusting the wrong people. I think that Olivia has been entrusted from them to do. That's why she was on even Cuomo, because she's trusted by that family to do some of these things. So, anyway, so this is what this woman talked about. I think personally, I don't even know what to think. I mean, you could call it 15 minutes of fame, because she's calling in to, I forget whatever the show is. One of y'all will remind me. I am not on a MacBook. I am on an iMac, though. I actually need to probably, if I make enough money on YouTube, I'm going to buy a MacBook, because I need something that's not me taking our desktop computer upstairs and putting on a cart that can be broken as a whole thing. So my goal is to get there at some point. But I'm starting to agree with some of y'all that she maybe shouldn't have given a platform. I think that Drunk Turkey, thank you. I think that this is a woman who has a lot of theories, who knows a lot that isn't so, and she's trying to, I don't know, be part of this. Like I said, I can get behind that one part of it being kind of true. Okay. I can get behind the beginning part, because that's what we all heard from the beginning. That's what the girl who was Xana's friend confirmed on 2020. Okay. T-Rev 2. I also know she's been all over Facebook and Reddit. I think that she is a conspiracy theory, QAnon thing. Like, I think that's what it is. And I think that what she's doing is dangerous. And that's why I say I kind of agree that I don't think she should be given the platforms, because one, this type of stuff could create reasonable doubt in an investigation. So I'm saying that from what I understanding is Steve knew about the video before it was posted. That's all I know. I'm not going to put words in Steve's mouth one way or the other, because I don't know Steve. I haven't talked to Steve. So I don't know. Like, the one part that I can believe on this is that kids knew before the police knew, because they said the morning and police didn't get there till noon. So I will go through some of the specific talking points that she said, and I will give you my reasons as to why I think it's bullshit. Okay. So number one, she talks about the Greek life being involved. She even brings up the kid who drowned, Hudson Linlow. So talking about being this whole thing being part of it. Okay. Hudson's death was ruled an accident. Okay. He drowned in a nearby creek after a night of drinking. Okay. I know that there were theories that even I talked about at the beginning on that I talked about on lives when we didn't know anything. We were completely in the dark before Brian's name was even mentioned. Okay. Because we were going into the thing about the potential roommate and the thing about Hudson and all that stuff, right? So she brings that up, and she's got this whole thing where, like, a lot of people, I think that there's a lot of people who don't understand what college Greek life is like. Okay, so I was in a fraternity for a brief period of time, for like 2 semesters. That was it, and it was to party. It was to drink and party and accost. Okay, I'm going to come back to you, and basically to accost girls, women. That's what they did. They drank, partied, and tried to hook up with girls. That was what it was. There's not some secret society where they're like sacrificing animals and people and going after and killing people. It's not like that. It's basically an exclusive club that you get to hang out and drink with. Okay, that's what it was. Now, as it was just said here, Narcolepsy said, I'll put those coming up. Yeah, she said 10 died. 10 people have not died this year or last year, 2022, in Moscow. It's just not happened. Okay. It's been 2. Well, now 6 because of the 4. But It's not been 10. Let me go back here. I disagree. I don't think she was spot on with her Greek life info at all. Greek life is not a thing where people are like doing. Yeah. Um, so anyway, so that's my part on that. Okay. The next thing she talked about was it being a track house and a drug house. Okay. Her kids don't even go to the school. They go to WSU. Okay. So big boy, I was in there. I saw what some of these guys did. Accosting is the exact word I meant to use. Is the exact word that I meant to use. Oh, Lars wants me to look at his comment if I can find it. Trying to go back. Lars, you might have to re-ask it. Oh, here he goes. So, another question: if a lawyer and defense see all these conspiracy theories, can they use it in courts to brainwash the jury? Not necessarily, no, because there's always going to be conspiracy theorists out there, but it can put a lot of misinformation out there, or it could force the police to have to show some of their hand that they didn't want to correct information that's being put out there that would otherwise jeopardize the case. That's where it becomes slightly problematic. Okay. So anyways, going back to this drug trap house thing, and this would be a good segue into this Idaho cover up conspiracy thing. And maybe we'll go directly into that after this. But look, nobody is killing anybody over weed and Molly. All right. First of all, weed is legal 10 minutes down the road from Moscow. In Washington State, it is 100% legal for recreational use. Molly. Were kids probably doing Molly at that house at times? Yeah, probably. I'm trying to read what some of y'all are saying. Maybe, but nobody's killing anybody over that. There's a whole thing. This goes down to another whole. This is not going to the Kim part, but there's a whole thing where the owner of King Road really is running a narcotics trafficking operation and blah blah. We will get into that in a minute because this is so stupid that I have to expose it because it's that stupid. So, anyways. This woman then goes on and she talks about so many things. I mean, I don't even remember what all of them were. If you want to see the video, I would encourage you to go to Chronicles of Olivia, her YouTube page, not her TikTok page, because her TikTok page, it's going to be a much smaller version of it. But Kim is a person who has been going around on Reddit, Facebook, Drunk Turkey, which is a YouTube show, and now with a friend of mine, another creator, Chronicles of Olivia, talking about basically her theories on this. We are 50-50 on chat right now, so one tells us that they cleaned up before calling the police. I do not think anybody cleaned up before calling the police. That was another thing she talked about, was implicating the roommates. She also said that there were 3 people involved. There's no way. I do not think anybody cleaned up anything. I think that when you talk about again, this is me speculating here. I'm not there. I don't know. I don't have any secret inside information. I'm just trying to be logical, okay, with this. But the best that I can think of is that, assuming that we're talking about a pair of vans, and we are assuming that they are Brian's vans, although a lot of people are saying Brian doesn't look like he'd wear vans. I kind of disagree with that. East Coast kid from that area, I could see vans. People look at me like, you don't wear, I wear vans. So, I could see him totally wearing. Anyways, that's irrelevant. I think that Brian cleaned up Brian. Okay. I don't know what he did, but he was obviously careful enough to leave. I mean, he wasn't careful enough to not leave anything, but he was careful enough to leave minimal. Okay. Maybe he was, I don't know. Again, speculation, just trying to be theory. Yeah, it's very plausible to do what he did in 9 minutes. Very plausible to do. There was a video on TikTok, I think, that really walked through how easy it was. He was wearing Vans when he was arrested. Okay, there you go. So only fraternity kids wear Vans. I have a closet full of Vans and I'm a 40-year-old man. Okay. So this woman is stupid. Again, couldn't say that on TikTok. I would immediately get banned for harassing and bullying. But she said that there were 3 people involved in it. Oh, yeah. So let me finish my train of thought on Brian. If he was wearing a shoe covering or something, or wiped his shoes off or whatever, then there might, that's why they could be a partial that they have to see. I think that a lot of his clothes were probably ruined. Yeah, it can be any. Thank you, Tiffany. Guys, latent print doesn't have to be blood in it. It could be any bodily fluids. Exactly. He could have stepped in or on something, thought he cleaned it off, but there was enough trace of it. Address crime scene contamination if the students tried to clean it up. I mean, I think that addresses it in and of itself. I don't think anybody tried to clean it up. I think to say, oh man, look, there's 4 people in a bloodbath in our house. Let's clean some of this up before the police arrive. I mean, listen to how that sounds. Okay. Other than that, there was nothing to clean up. Brian didn't come in and like make popcorn, mess up the living room, turn over a couple chairs, the kitchen, whatever. These are people who were completely like I almost want to use the term slashed to death. Nobody's going to. They didn't clean up. I mean, we can have that address. You can address it if they did. It's a crime scene, whatever. But it didn't happen. Okay. My daughter wears Vans too. She's 3.5. So, anyways, he could have had something on, and somebody said, "How would he get everything off, or how did he stay so clean?" He could have. I mean, look, we weren't there. We don't know what he did. The police may know. We know that he went and bought some Dickies at Walmart. We don't know what he bought at Marshall's. I'm going to guess Vans is my guess. He could have taken all that stuff off and burned it. I personally think that they got burned. So let me see if I can find this and pull it up. Give me a second, guys. I've got so much stuff here that I want to. I did not mean to do that. I want to see if I can get I want to see if I can find where the cell phone. So if not, I can just explain it to y'all. Because I don't know where any of my stuff is. So basically, the cell phone towers, there's a lot of things that we talked about in regard to cell phone towers. All right. If you look at the way that Brian went home, according to these cell phone towers, is this it? I can share this. This might be able to. I might be able to do this. Let me. You know what? I know how to get it pulled up, guys. Give me 1 second here. Bear with me. Don't leave, because y'all want to see this. Y'all want to see this. Bear with me 1 second. I didn't think I was getting into this conversation that I'm about to get into today. So. .net. I'm at the wrong site. Okay. Well, I agree. Okay. I'm going to show y'all something that I think for a lot of people who don't understand, or if you don't understand the cell towers, I think that you're going to really find this information valuable. I can probably do this way. Let me do it this way. Okay. I'm putting the address in right now. If I can type words properly. There we go. Okay. So where am I looking at? This is the King Road area. Okay, let me pull this up on the screen for you guys. 10 of y'all left, and I told y'all not to leave. Okay, I'm gonna share this with you guys. All right, so this is cellmapper.net. This is Queen Road's here. King Road is right here. Okay, so we're gonna end up zooming out. So we're gonna do. That's not what I want. I want to look at the provider. So we're going to select provider. I don't want Bulgaria. I got to scroll way down here to United States. Because we know that Brian had AT&T. All right. We know that. This is like every country in the world, guys. We're almost in there. Uganda, United Arab Emirates, United States of America. There we go. Bam. All right. Close this out. So now let's scroll out. Remember, as we do this, King and Queen Road are right here. All right. We're going to start to scroll out, and it's going to start to should start to show us towers. There we go. This is the closest tower, AT&T tower, to King Road. Okay. I had this going here. Okay. This is the next tower in Moscow. Come over here. Let's go a little bit more. Okay, this is Pullman. You have a tower here. This is all AT&T. And remember, his AT&T phone, I'm going to compare it to water. They're going to take the path of least resistance. They're not going to try to roam. They're going to try to bounce from AT&T tower to AT&T tower. Okay, I'm pretty sure that his residence was somewhere near this WSU area. I could type it in to find out for sure, but I'm pretty sure it's right there. This is the route that one would typically take from Moscow to Pullman and vice versa. Okay, it's a 10-minute route. Now there's another way to get to it. Okay, and that's this. And this is that you'll see this is relevant here in a second because we're going to talk about the close. The way that he took that night, he went from here and he drove all through here. Now all the towers that are highlighted that you can see, they're only showing AT&T towers. This is how they pinged him. Okay, so to me it seems like there's going to be very little ability to say, oh well, it was different towers, because when you get out here, this is a national park in this area. And there is no, you know what I'm saying? There's nothing out here. But he took this way to get home, okay, which takes longer. I have a feeling that somewhere along this route, clothes and probably a weapon were discarded. That is what I think. So we need to call and show once a week. So anyways, that's my point, though. He could have, yeah, it could have been as simple as he took the shoes off, but he also still had stuff on. He had to be wearing something, and there's no way that he didn't get blood on something. You know, even if he had coveralls, even had something, so he still would have had to have gotten rid of whatever he was wearing. So now let's take this off here. Okay, we'll get rid of this. All right. Can you be in another location and ping off those towers? Yeah, I mean, technically you could, but I mean, it's pretty. What's out there on that route? A whole bunch of nothing. There's not lakes near, but there are rivers. So it's a national park out there, guys. I'm definitely just replying to his comment. I'm not being mean. I'm just saying what it was like where I was. I went to school in a very small college town, and that's what it was. That was one of the reasons I wasn't sure. I think that, guys, AT&T is terrible everywhere. I think that's it. How were they able to track his phone? Did they reach out to the carrier? They got a warrant, and basically, yes. From June all the way up until the time of the murders, they were able to subpoena his phone information on his phone. Yeah, and I think when Mackenzie's, I'm gonna throw this up here too. And then me talking about the pings weren't even necessarily to talk about the pings as being evidence. I mean, yes, that's part of it, obviously. My point of talking about the pings was to explain that the pings showed this route, which was the longer way through it, and went through a national park instead of going straight home. Susan asked, do I think that Brian worked for WSU Police as intern or volunteer? I know for a fact that he didn't, but he did apply to try to be an intern and wanted to do it on cloud forensics, basically. So that was his goal. Do we know what the girls were talking about? What did you tell Adam? No, we don't. We don't know. I don't know if Olivia's deleted her video or not. I've not heard that she did. What did Lisa say? So I want to know what we're disappointed in. Oh, we're talking about that. Yeah. So I'm not disagreeing with y'all. I think that giving her a voice is a bit problematic. Okay. It's still up. Okay. So do y'all look, I don't want to be a person who's giving shit a platform, okay, like that doesn't deserve it. So I'm happy, obviously y'all know I will make it very clear my thoughts and opinions and make things known that I'm not believing it's true. I'm not spreading things, but I'm showing you this information. I will make my opinion known on it, obviously. Do you guys want me to show y'all? I don't think he got rid of his phone. Do you guys want me to show you this Idaho cover-up thing? So if y'all don't want me to, I won't. But if y'all do want me to, I will. Adam was he was the bartender at a bar that they used to go to. Okay, y'all are saying yes. Okay. So we're going to go and throw this up here. Okay. You guys know as we start this that I don't subscribe, don't buy into, don't believe any of this. Okay. I just want y'all to be well aware of that before I throw this up here. We'll start with the first one. Guys, this is the dumbest shit I've ever seen. So dumb. But I'm going to show it anyways because I love you guys and y'all want it. I debated even telling y'all about this, but somebody worked really hard to give me this information. So, okay. Oh, can I do by file? No, I can't do that. Okay. So I'm trying to figure out how to work. Okay, so it's not working the way I want it to. Okay, present. Stop screen. Present. Share screen. All right. Here's the first one. I will show y'all what I'm coming up. This is from a website, an actual website. UofIdaho coverup.com. Okay. No, don't even form an opinion on this. Oh, on Olivia's, yes. What I'm saying right now is this is bullshit, what I'm showing you. But I'm showing you because it exists and there are people that are buying into it. And I think that it's worth, if y'all are following this and y'all are into it, you know, DC's like, yep, I've already seen this. She knows that this is ridiculous. Judy put it, I'm going to throw this comment up. This is exactly how I feel about it too. I feel like I'm here to expose the stupidity. You know, I posted a video on TikTok and it did not do as well as it did. It was a comeback to a person, basically. It was like a clapback. And I posted a George Carlin bit where he talks about think about how stupid the average person is. And remember that half the people are dumber than that. Okay. And it helps me get through life. These people are on that bottom half, what we're showing you here. Okay. So you guys can see it. Greek cover-up at the University of Idaho. Again, I'm going to say this 15,000 times that I don't buy this. I'm just showing you this. Okay. I feel like this right here, if I knew how to do editing, should have a picture of like Charlie Day from Always Sunny trying to connect the dots. Okay. So these names will make sense. It's got this Dan Etsy to Scott Perks. Bought the 13 Elantra from Dan, although he had a 15 or whatever. Then this says, I don't know, Fry, Brian K, 1122, then Dylan, and then I don't know who QK is. I guess we'll figure that out. Again, I read through 4 of these out of the 10. And I was like, I'm going to stop and we're going to all do this together. Okay. Then I don't know who Pamela G is, but apparently she wrecked a 15 Elantra in Eugene. Oh, yeah. The wrecked Elantra in Eugene, Oregon from Colorado. The one was Colorado. That's her. That's a 15 Elantra. And then I guess she bought another Elantra from Dan, who you'll see who this is. Okay. This is, again. All right. Next. I'm going to have to share it, keep doing it this way. Okay. We're just going to read this. My God, guys, this is so dumb. Over the past several days, many of us in the white hat community have been following and chasing down a tip we were given by #anonymous. We were told to follow the phones and cars as they would tell us the story. So we did. And as the #anonymous told us, the phones and cars indeed allow the truth to speak for itself. I don't know what white hat is, guys. 1122 King Road. Property co-owners Dan Esty and Scott Perky. If you guys remember, we saw them on that little diagram there. Whatever. have been allegedly distributing narcotics. Brian C. Koberger has allegedly been their underling and minion doing their bidding. Koberger allegedly got his tentacles into DM Dylan and QK. I don't know who QK is. Maybe some of y'all can tell me. Whoever QK is. Through selling. Oh, I think QK might be the roommate that never moved in. Maybe that was it. I think, Chandra, the people who wear tinfoil hats are effing geniuses compared to these people. White hat is a term for the good guys in politics. Gotcha. Okay, I did not know that. Quinn Kelly. Dylan's boyfriend. Okay, thank you. I didn't know that. Gotcha. Okay, Quinn. So Dylan and Quinn selling drugs with Brian, I guess. Okay. They've been selling at the 1122 King property. Allegedly, there's a lot of allegedlys in this stuff, guys. They have been at Brian C. Kohlberger's. They have been Brian's underlings and minions doing his bidding and selling for him. Okay. Thank you guys for letting me know. I should have known that, but for whatever reason, I did not connect the dots. So we're going to go to the next one. Do y'all feel, let me ask you a question as I'm doing this. Do you guys feel your brain cells dying as we go through this? Because I feel like I'm getting stupider by reading this. What does bidding mean? I'm 64. Like, it's like do your bidding, like basically do your will. Okay. Let's keep getting stupid. Let's just keep killing brain cells, guys. Okay. I'm glad we're all in it together. As Brian C. Koberger drove from PA to Idaho, he made a stop in a small town called Loma, Colorado. I'm going to pause here and let y'all know that where Loma really comes in is that it was a license plate reader that caught him as he was driving through. All right. Okay. Loma is a one traffic light type of town. It's about the size of Moscow. It also happens to be in the quite literal middle of nowhere. They don't know what literal means. We won't hold that against them. If you want to know why this is important, buckle up. Buckle up, guys, because now we're getting into this real shit. Okay? I don't know if Loma... Well, Loma must have been his route because the license plate reader caught him there. So, yeah, I think so. Yeah, and I think Quinn has said he's never even been to Moscow. I think that's been confirmed. So, now we're buckling up. 1122 King Road co-owner Dan Esty owns a property in Palisade, Colorado, 30 minutes southeast of Loma. 1122 King co-owner Scott Perky owns properties and P.O. boxes in 3 separate towns in western Colorado: Craig, Dolores, and Durango. What is special about the properties owned by Perky is that Loma falls smack dam in the middle of those towns in western Colorado. Why is that important? Those properties are allegedly there, and we'll stop there to get to the next one. We having fun yet, guys? I know we're getting very climactic here. Allegedly, the properties are allegedly their stash houses. Okay? Stash houses, guys. Now, this next part, this is where things start getting interesting. We haven't even gotten into interesting yet. I did say Durango, yes. So, let's stop here for a minute. They triangulated properties. That's like me saying, I live in Tennessee. My sister lives in San Diego. My brother lives in Atlanta. My dad lives in Miami. And smack dab in the middle is Kansas or wherever. It is the dumbest shit. Okay, it's stupid. All right. Anyways, we'll keep going because now things are going to start getting interesting. It is mentally draining. This is why I have to stop. I need edibles for this. Anyways, this is where things start to get interesting. And if y'all want me to stop, just be like, all right, we've had enough. Perky owned the property at 1866 Appaloosa Road, Moscow, Idaho. The route to drive from the 1122 King property to the 1866 Appaloosa property appears to be the same route Brian C. Koberger drove the night after the murders had already occurred. The 1866 property also happens to back up into a park. It's rumored that Brian left his white GMC truck up park. I don't know what up park means, while the murders were occurring. Okay. So y'all, I'm reading this the same time y'all are hearing this. Okay, I did not get this far before I was like, I'm going to stop. I was unaware that Brian had a GMC white pickup truck. I don't know what up park is. There was no GMC truck involved that we have heard of. The reason I can't open all the tabs and do it at once, well, one is it won't let me do it here. I could, but if I had made them into slides, yes, but I can't, so I'm having to do it like each individual screenshot. Okay. Nobody's telling me to stop. So here we go. Also, Perky owns a property in Omak, Washington. Omak is another one traffic type of town. Also quite literal. Again, they don't know what literal means. In the middle of nowhere. Then why did they just say north? No, he doesn't have a GMC pickup truck. The only relevant location to the case within a reasonable drive of Omar property is the Port of Seattle. All right. All right, guys. Pam. Oh, yeah, there was the white truck in the video. I forgot about that. The real kicker, because, okay, we're buckled up, we're getting to interesting, and now here's the real kicker. Oh, and things are going to get really, look at this, really interesting. Look at that right there. The real kicker behind all of this and where things really get interesting is the white 2013 Elantra found wrecked in Eugene, Oregon, currently belongs to Pamela G., the former owner of this exact vehicle. We chased the VIN down to verify is none other than Dan Etsy. Pamela G. bought this 13 Elantra from Etsy in Colorado. Pamela G. registered the 13 Elantra in Colorado. This, by the way, is the car that they found in Eugene, Oregon that was wrecked on the side of the road. She registered the 13 Elantra in Colorado, where Esty and Perky have properties. She also has allegedly been distributing narcotics for Esty. This woman is also distributing narcotics in her 2013 Elantra for Esty and Perky. There must not be a lot of money in that business, in the drug business, because these people are all driving crappy cars. We are now trying to chase down who her hypothetical underlings and minions doing her bidding for her might be. I have many, many questions surrounding all of the above information. I'm not even going to stop. We're going to keep going so y'all go faster. I'm losing y'all, though. I'm losing some people in this. That's okay. We're in it now. We're in it to win it. I have many information which I have been led to believe is true and accurate based on the sources I've spoken to. The anonymous ones, I'm guessing. Something else unrelated yet quizzical is I have noticed my primary Twitter, secondary Twitter, and Battle Buddies Twitter have all been shadow banned within the last week. So I guess Elon Musk is now involved in this too, not wanting the truth to get out. This did not occur until we started gaining traction towards having real answers, truth, and a shot at justice. The more I write about the truth, the more it is being repressed. The more it's being repressed is because you're stupid. That's why. The more I have written about the truth, the number of personal attacks I have received on my social media accounts has been steadily increasing. Because, again, you're stupid. The closer I get to the truth, answers, and justice, the more... I'll put my commentary on it, guys. The more truth, the more, okay, truth and justice, the more resistance that I encounter. The white truck was in a video, the one where they're all walking and she's it's like the corner club or corner pub, corner bar, whatever it's called. Had the video. She's like, "What did you tell Adam?" She's like, "I told Adam everything." There's a white truck in that one. Okay, so for those of y'all who are just coming in, I'm for this up here. I'm losing some of y'all. I'm losing some people on this. Again, y'all wanted this. Y'all wanted this. So here we are. Here we are. It's content. So whatever. We'll do it. This came from a website called UofI Cover Up.com. Somebody invested money into this, but then they've taken a lot of it down. But nevertheless, I'm going to leave this up here because this right here is some good advice. Pam is like, end it. End it. Okay, I will gotta get through it quicker, Pam. I'm sorry. So you suffer through it with me. Pam, go get a drink or a snack, and I will hopefully be done by the time you get back. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you have to hear this. I'm sorry for all of y'all that you have to hear this. What this tells me is people are shaking in their boots. People know we are on the trail. People know we are closing in on what is true and what is false. People know we are preparing to jock up. I don't know what jock up means. And let the truth out. The truth is what they do not want you to know. I am risking my own personal safety to bring you the truth. I make zero money doing this. I do not profit off the sleepless hours I put into finding answers and letting the truth speak for itself. Knowing the information we know, this still leads us to have even more questions. It often feels like we are playing the longest game of whack-a-mole we have ever played. There are not that many. There are 3 screenshots left, guys. I'm going to close this out. Let me share this. Okay. The more answers we uncover, the more questions pop right back up. Chop off one head of Hydra and 10, Jesus Christ, and 10 new ones appear out of absolutely nowhere. Again, I'm reading, so this is all, some of this is blind. This has all been written like fairly recently. BCK, Brian C. Kohlberger, has been adamant his 15 Elantra was the wrong vehicle. I don't remember Brian being adamant about that, but whatever. We now know there is indeed a white 13 Elantra involved in this. Has he, BCK, been telling the truth? The wrecked 13 Elantra was towed and impounded. I didn't realize until today there is a face mask hanging from the rear view mirror. In videos of the interior of the vehicle, we can see what appears to be a rather large clump of hair on the floor. We are not certain at this time if that hair was pulled from somebody else's scalp, weave, or locks. Could be a wig too, I guess. Is this specific white 13 Elantra in question being kept in law enforcement custody as evidence and or sent for forensic testing? Y'all, Kim isn't even this dumb. So I don't think Kim was involved. Kim's not even. This makes Kim look normal, insane. We got one more after this. We know that Brian has visual snow. This can impair his ability to operate a motor vehicle. Is it possible Brian was driving the 13 Elantra while Pamela was the passenger? We know of rumors which say Brian had been seen with a woman at his residence in Pullman. Has this woman been crashing with Brian? Or is it possible she has been the distribution person for the 1866 Appaloosa property, much like Brian was allegedly the distro man for the 1122 King property? Why would MPD, Moscow Police Department, be so insistent we stop contacting Pamela G? Because it's called harassment. That's why. The owner of the wrecked Elantra. Called harassment. That's why they are insistent. Oh my God, Judy. Kinsey's comments being replaced. Why does MPD? What does MPD have to hide? Who are they covering for? Why are they covering for them? Who is holding something over the MPD and forcing them into a cone of silence? Last one, guys. What's now? Somebody has crack brain, and they're writing this. We're gonna stop this in a second because this is the last one. It is odd there is only one property in Omak, Washington, owned by Perky. In other towns where Perky holds properties, he also holds a P.O. box. He does not have a P.O. box for the Omak property. Sorry. The property is near the port of Seattle. Are they or have they been using the port of Seattle as a method of importing and exporting, smuggling, trafficking narcotics? And then they got some Daily Mail shit and this. Jesus Christ, guys. Hold on. I got something I need to put up for this. Hold on. I got something I got to put up for this. I think we need this after. Okay. I'm going to put something up for you guys. Hold on. I'm going to put this up for y'all because I think we need this. Because this is immediately what has come to my mind after hearing this. So I'm going to think we all need to hear this.
Mr. Madison, what you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Okay, a simple wrong would have done just fine, but
you remain one.
All right, I don't think there was anything else we could have said other than that. My God. So that's the thing. So, see, Pam, was it worth waiting till the end? Was it worth waiting to the end? Patricia says, what do these properties or their owners have to do with this case? It makes no sense. Exactly. Yeah, anyways, this is where we're at. I lost 200 followers. I didn't lose 200 followers for that. I think I lost them out of the room, but I don't think I lost them. We don't know what Adam was told. And I don't think it was probably anything big. Oh, I'm well over my watch hours. Yeah. Thank you, Tori, for asking. Let's talk about, you know what, let's just have this entertaining discussion because I suppose we can. Okay. You're not going to bring in narcotics through the port of Seattle, guys. Unless you're bringing opium over from China. It does mean I can start making money on YouTube, yes. Have a good night, Emily. Yeah, you guys all said we want to hear it. I told y'all it was the dumbest shit I'd ever heard. Okay. Yeah, so the scare said major drug trafficking ring. Cops are in on it. Only people who can solve it are these people who are uncovering the truth from the anonymous people. Oh, sorry. Who say to follow the cars and the phones. So I know, Tori. I'm trying. I want TikTok to verify me. They're assholes over there. TikTok hates me. Sorry, Donna. If you're new here, okay, Donna, if you're new here, I've been on TikTok for a while and have a lot of people there, and I've just moved over to YouTube. And this, for the people who follow me on TikTok, know that what they're seeing here is a completely different personality that they see on TikTok because I have to be more tame on TikTok. And I'm just unhinged here. I don't know. Okay, why is TikTok so strict? I don't know. And the same rules don't apply for other people. Like I literally saw a video and thought it was so good that I redid the like I did. I was like, this is a good video. This needs to have awareness brought to it. So I would do a video on the same subject, almost the exact same video, and TikTok would take it down, and the other persons would stay up. It just makes no sense. Who is Kim? Kim is a woman who has been running her mouth about basically conspiracy theories. Um, she did a video with a friend of mine, a phone call, Chronicles of Olivia. She did it with another channel. She's been all over Reddit, all over Facebook, etc. Anyways, it's I need a drink after that. I've been playing for everybody a guy with his grandmother buying a car while drinking, and TikTok will not take it. Yeah, that's what they do. I look. I can tell you, we want to go down. You want to go down a path of things that TikTok does that they should take down, but they don't, or what they allow on their platform. You know what? Of course you do. You're going to say yes. This is going to be trigger warning. There are a lot of people trying to defend Brian. You're not wrong. There's a couple of accounts that I'm friends with, mutuals with. One is the TikTok Advocate, and the other is Riadaris. I can't remember exactly how it's pronounced, but her name is Sarah. Both of them were, I won't say this even on YouTube, but CSA survivors. Okay. And Sarah did a video, and I duetted the video because I thought the awareness was good, although the video was heavily suppressed. Where basically they were exposing, she was talking about adults buying sex dolls, okay? Like human-looking dolls. And where the conversation, the reason that she was bringing attention to this, and again, this is TikTok allows this, is that some of the companies that make these products will also make custom ones, and they make what they call mini dolls, which are the size and shape and look of a child. So the point of her video was that people could lift your child's face, send it into this company, lift off a picture, social media, whatever, and have them make one of these things that looks like your kid. And TikTok, where it comes into, allows the company, which friend are you asking about? TikTok, who allows the companies who do this on their app, and they get no violations. And on top of that, their content is very easily accessible for the children that are on the app. So anyways, that is some of the stuff that TikTok allows, and where I get from. Again, I'm very frustrated with TikTok. They're crappy to their creators. They suppress content like as a, I don't know how many, there's 379 people in here. I don't know how many of y'all are parents. Okay. I'm a parent. I have a little girl, and little boys can obviously be subject to this kind of, abuse as well. But girls are going to be 4 times more likely. It's 1 in 4 girls versus 1 in 25 boys, which all of the numbers are still too much. It's not, a false equivalency there. It's both, they're both issues. But that's why when I started learning about this kind of stuff from these two creators and friends of mine, y'all have probably noticed that I rarely show my daughter anymore on anything because of this. Like I rarely show her on anything. She's not in videos with us anymore at all. She's not, I just, So my point to that is, as parents, be careful with what you post of your kids, I guess. A lot of people, Sherry, want to believe conspiracy theories. There's a lot of people who have always wanted to believe conspiracy theories, because I'm actually surprised, though, we haven't heard that this is all a distraction yet. Yeah, my friend is Olivia. Olivia. I think that Olivia should come on, and I've tried to get her to come on. Let me ask her if she wants to. She probably will say no. I'm gonna ask her anyways. Yeah. So, anyways, yeah, I just asked Olivia if she wants to come on. If she does end up coming on, everybody has to be nice. Don't come at her. Seriously. Y'all can ask things respectfully if you feel something. She said she can't. Okay. Having a rough day as well. So she's just going to bed. Okay. What about the car? TikTok is an international company. It's owned by China or some company, not by like the country of China, but company in China. What about the abandoned car from Oregon, supposedly owned by the King Properties? Yeah, that's what we just went through with the thing that we just suffered through. It wasn't. It's not. It's not. It's just people saying stuff. Kim fucked up when people are talking about it for a whole hour. Love it. I don't think she's really on meth, but I do think she's got to be on something. Banfield covered Kim tonight. Nice. Thank you, darling. Have a good night. Okay. Did Kim say anything that could be believable? Hold on a second. Hold on. Give me 1 second here. Not spell. I cannot spell worth a damn. Okay, hold on. Hold on a second. I'm going to tell her something. I'm going to tell her a hard truth. See what she says to that. So I'm texting with Olivia, and what I basically told her is she's talking about how people have been really coming at her. I know that, and it's tough for her because Olivia is a very sweet and kind and sensitive person. And I just told her in this comment that I just made to her is that maybe she should perhaps consider taking that Kim video private for the time being. So we will see what she says and does, and I will have more of a conversation with her about that. Because of the video being, I mean, even in this live and a few other things, in comments, is that people are like, we love Olivia, we like her content, but they feel like she strayed on this one, and she, giving this person a platform, or maybe add a disclaimer. So I don't know what she's going to do. I told her, I just said, as your friend, I'm not going to type anymore at the moment. I'm listening to what you're saying. Well, I don't know if I don't think I know that was not where she was coming at it from. I think that should have a safe space to share ideas as well. And were you not in here last night when we streamed some of it, Tori? I'm not going to stream it again. If you guys want to see it, you can go to her page before it goes down. I will tell you this as and I'll suggest that to her. Like I said, I'm not going to spend my whole life with you guys, who have questions, who are with me right this moment. I'm not going to take the time and have a discussion with her about this, but I mean, I will afterwards. Um, as a person who knows behind the scenes, why are you qualified to diagnose, judge, or no? You're not. You're not. Nobody is. And I don't think anybody is qualified to diagnose anybody unless you see them in person and you have the credentials to do so. But Olivia didn't judge anybody. She just shared an interview. So I posted a video a while back and I got information wrong. And as a creator, you know what? You like the views. Even as a large creator, you like the views. And I sat there when I realized I was wrong in the content that I yeah. I love Olivia, and I are like I said, her and I are good friends. I love Olivia. This is just hurting her a little bit. So, but anyways, as I was saying, is as a creator, you like the views, you want the views. That's how you get exposure. That's how you get followers as you're trying to grow an account and trying to do this kind of stuff. That's what you all want. That's why you create content to a degree. But I sat there and I looked at it with I think 250,000 views or whatever. I was like, God, I don't want to take this down, but I did. And then I did a retraction video because it was the right thing to do. And I'm not saying that for Olivia, it's the right or wrong thing to do. I got information wrong. Olivia did not get any information wrong. Olivia did an interview with somebody and chose to share that interview. I do think, I don't know how she was vetted. I don't know. I can't answer that for you guys. So now though, what I can do though, is now that we're done talking about that stuff, I can let the TikTok people, maybe I should maybe I should go live on Instagram and do this with them too. I have never once gone live. The thing about it too, is it's more than even that, Lisa. I want to talk about what Lisa said because Lisa said a really great comment. Yeah, you are. This is a very true comment. I've talked about on other lives. I don't know if you've been to the other lives when I've said this, but during Gabby Petito, I became friends with Rose Davis, Gabby Petito's best friend, and even a few weeks ago when we did a live together, somebody came in and called her a murderer based on rumors. No, I'm going to stay here, Muhammad. I was going to do it in addition to. You can also go back on TikTok though, I suppose. For the people who don't want to, I'm just going to do it. But y'all are still going to get my primary focus. Primary focus. It's okay, it's okay, Lars. I'm lost too. Don't feel bad, buddy. So it's going to be a behind the scenes thing for them. But anyways, what Lisa's saying, I agree with you because there are survivors out there. There are people who are mourning the death of their friend and their child and their sibling. And those people who have to get, it's hard. And I think people do need to be mindful about it. And even the people that get accused of everything, it affects their lives. And that's kind of what happened with Rose. So Tiffany did. Hey, everybody, I am Michael. Why the hell are you over here and not on YouTube? It's for everybody who's coming in. I am on YouTube still at the moment. I've gotten through the parts where I was unhinged. So now I am safe to come back to TikTok, but I'm still having conversation here. Anyways, it's victim smearing too. And you got to think, you have people, when you look at people like Dylan and like Bethany, the surviving roommates, the people who physically literally saw this complete horrific sight, they're going to have to live with that for the rest of their lives, knowing what they saw. They're also going to have the survivor's guilt that comes along with that. So the other thing that I really struggle with, and so for those of y'all on TikTok, on YouTube, somebody has made a comment, when you're dealing with this horrific situation, you need to be mindful of the victim's family. That's the comment we're talking about right now. It's just, they're never going to recover from this kind of stuff. It's just, oh, I'm glad you liked it. Thank you for, yeah, I did it for those of y'all who've been wanting me to do that content. And you go through and talk about, and DC just said this, about victims being on drugs, people making all of these drugs, drug comments and drug stories and stuff like that. You're now making accusations against people who are dead, who can no longer defend themselves, who can't say anything. You've missed a ton, actually, Michelle. That's okay. The nice thing about YouTube is you can go back and watch it. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know. I'm still learning YouTube as well, Caldwell. Where's the info about? She said 10 dead since last February. That's what she says. I have not seen anything. I can tell you 6 people have died that I'm aware of, including the 4 victims. Yeah, but people said she also purchased a new. That's why the drug thing. She didn't purchase a new. Okay, so she purchased a vehicle that was new to her. She purchased a used, I believe, a 2016. Why do random people who have, why do they think they can come into like, hey, let me invite you to join my live? No, I'm not going to do that. I get that all the time. I got to turn that shit off. Oh, this Sylvia. Who can boot her? Can I boot her? I didn't realize it was that Sylvia. We already had this discussion. Let's go ahead and block her. There we go. She's gone. But anyways, to talk about that, yeah, she had a newer car. And this is the behind the scenes stuff, guys. Even though she had a newer car, it was new to her. That type of a Range Rover used, $23,000 will get you one. Tori, I thought you already were modded. If so, I don't know how to do it anymore on this. Anyway, that's all I'm saying. Just stop. People need to stop spreading rumors about completely unfounded stuff. Shit. They just need to stop. Because it affects living people's lives who are already going through so much. I'm going to see what TikTok has questions on right here. Hey guys. And that's why, I don't know. Yeah, with her own money. Exactly. She bought it with her own money. 100%. She put a down payment down. She was excited. She got a new job. She bought a new car. It was her own money. And for people to go ahead and assume, well, she bought a car, she must be doing drugs. No, she just bought a car. She saved her money. I'm sure she worked through college. She saved her money to have enough for a down payment and bought a car. Why do I look so familiar? I don't know, Emily. I was married on reality TV 11 years ago. Maybe that. I don't know. If not, I'm on here a lot. I don't know. And I'm not joking. I literally was married on reality TV. So for you guys who don't know, I've been told that before, the Ricky Dillon thing before. So yeah, anyways, my point is in all of this, and then we can move on from this particular topic, is that people coming in, and what I really wish people would realize, I will come back to the wedding show in a second. I promise. Okay, goodbye. Coming in and making accusations about people without thinking about how it affects families, the victims' memories, the people who have survived. It's irresponsible. It's just irresponsible. It's callous. So that's it. Hold up, backtrack. What's Tori asking? Okay, yes. Okay, so on both platforms, y'all are asking questions. We were talking about Emily. We were talking about Olivia's video on YouTube because then I could be whatever. My wife Alyssa and I were married on a show called The Swan DeRosa. It was a television show for CMT. It was when we lived in Texas, and we were the pilot episode. Okay, so the show was terrible. Oh, thank you, Jill. The show was terrible. It lasted 4 or 6 episodes or whatever. And then they canceled it. No, I'm going to stay on both. And if y'all want to watch it, you can. I put it in my link tree in my bio. And you can watch it. Carol's watched it. So anyways. I thought you went to bed. I don't know what Married at First Sight. No, it was not like Married at First Sight at all. It was literally just a wedding show. So what the premise of it was there was a family. The dad was a wealthy, very well known, very highly respected gastroenterologist in San Antonio, Texas, and they had this property, and him and his wife were like, when we want something to do with our property when it's, I guess when it's time for them to pass away or move on, wanted to set something up for their daughters. No, they didn't pay. They didn't pay for the honeymoon, but they paid for the entire wedding. You don't have to Google it, Gabby. You can go to Linktree in my bio on TikTok and you can watch the whole thing. Anyways, so it was they were looking for couples to get married on the show, and so Alyssa had called looking to try to be, because we didn't have any money then, like our theme for our wedding was cheap, and that was literally the thing, cheap. Like, our theme is cheap. And she was like, I'm gonna try to get on Say Yes to the Dress. So she tries to come Say Yes to the Dress, and the production company calls her back and says, well, we're not doing Say Yes to the Dress in San Antonio, but we are doing it in doing this other show for CMT, and here's the premise of it. And she was like, would you be interested? And I'm like, yeah, we would be interested. The stuff that you don't necessarily see in the show when you watch it is we had only been in San Antonio not that long. We did not have that many friends at all, and we had to move up our wedding. And they were like, oh, we need you to bring 100 people. Oh, and by the way, this was late March, early April, or no, late April, early May. And they were like, and we were originally getting married in October, and well, you're not gonna be able to get married in October to do the show. You'll have to get married in May. So we're talking about less than a month and a half max to try to get everybody out to San Antonio. So Alyssa literally, we've been married for 11 years together for 16 years. Literally emailed her entire company. You go through our wedding pictures, there are so many people that we do not even know. So anyways, yes, I'm in the Nashville area, for those of y'all who are asking. So that is a fun fact. I feel like I was talking to Alyssa about this. I feel like we are going to, when Victoria gets older and my daughter and starts going to school, she's going to think that she's going to talk, and people are going to think when she starts telling stories that we are full of shit. Is what I think is going to happen. No, a lot of people crashed that wedding. Crashed that wedding. It is a cool story. So anybody who wants to, so for anybody in here who wants to know about the Olivia, my thoughts on Kim, the Kim tapes, as I'm calling them, in Olivia's video, I did just go through that on Facebook. Oh, sorry, on YouTube. I went off of TikTok to do it on YouTube simply for the fact that some of the stuff I said would have been ban worthy on TikTok. So the other thing that's great about YouTube is that it saves these lives and you can go back and watch them. So I would encourage you to do that, because I also went into this whole ridiculous theory, the University of Idaho cover up, Greek life cover up, whatever, website that's out there. So anyways, I do not think she's telling the truth at all, Steve. I think that she has crack brain, and she's taking every conspiracy theory she can find and running with it. It doesn't make any sense. It's not logical. It's nonsensical. And it is disrespectful and callous to the victims and the survivors. To arbitrarily accuse people of being narcotics traffickers is dumb. My name on YouTube is the same name here, Justin on TikTok. You can also get to it from my my link tree in my profile. You can get to it from there. But it's all on YouTube. You guys can all watch it on there. We went through all of that. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Yes, fast forwarding is good because the show is boring. We are talking about the Kim tapes, as I said a little earlier. It's a video that my friend Olivia, and Olivia's not the only one. She's been on a lot of Reddit, Facebook, a show on YouTube, and then she did an interview with my good friend Olivia, Chronicles of Olivia, and she basically is saying that so I'm looking at some of the stuff that says here. So I'm reading some of the stuff here. People, yeah, Emily, you're right. People need to stop giving her. Olivia is not horrible. Olivia is a very good friend of mine. She is a sweet and absolutely wonderful person. She did an interview. She did not side. Yeah, as Trish said, she did not side. I'm telling you right now that Olivia is a good person with good intentions. I know that very well, and I would stake my own reputation on that. When will they pick jury? It'll be after. Right now it's 6 months, essentially, until they do the preliminary hearing, and after that, I don't have to follow Olivia. I'm friends. I literally have talked to her 2 times on the phone today already, and I've texted her like 100 times. She did not side with them. Even if you watch the whole video, she did not side with them. Now, that being said, and I told Olivia this in text probably 20 minutes ago, I feel that it might be in her best interest to take the video down. Now, whether or not she chooses to take my advice or my suggestion is her prerogative. But I'll be the first one to be in your corner if I think that you're a good person and that you're doing things for the right reasons. Thank you, Monique. Even if sometimes those right decisions lead you down the wrong path. Okay. Olivia is a good person. All right. Well, bye, Lex. Peace. I don't care. You're very judgmental for somebody who doesn't know the stuff that we know. Olivia is Chronicles of Olivia. She is. Okay, so if everybody's asking who Kim is, what I would encourage people to do, if you want to know who Kim is, you want to know about Olivia, you can see a preview of it. Go to Chronicles of Olivia, on TikTok. Watch the video that she's done. You'll see what it is. It's about a WSU mom. It's a phone call, and listen to it, and then come back. If you want to know much more about it, I've been on YouTube for the past hour and a half, and we were talking about that video at length, going through it as part of what we were doing. So if you want to watch it, that's toward the beginning of YouTube because it does save these lives. So Chronicles of Olivia is also on YouTube. There's a much longer version of the video on YouTube. So that person in there was very angry that I supported Olivia. So that's okay. She was like, bye. I'm like, peace. If it's not on her main account, try Chronicles of Olivia too. She gets banned a lot. So I'm in agreement with y'all. At this point, I have suggested to Olivia that the video be taken down. Yeah, she's well established. She was on Cuomo. She and I worked together with Gabby Petito. I know Olivia well. I'm always tired. Oh, sorry, you're saying somebody else. Why take the video down? So my opinion is that this is a woman who is spouting off a lot of unfounded information that she is saying are facts, and that is how the rumor mill starts to spread. That's why. So, anyways. Okay, I'll say. I don't know if Olivia's going to work with me on Murdaugh. Apparently, Kim is messaging Olivia about me. This has just gotten interesting, guys. This has just gotten interesting. No, I don't believe Kim. The only thing that I believe that she said was Kim might have been in here. It's very possible. So if she is, welcome. Kim is on either here or on YouTube, I'm guessing. So the part that I think that I believe, the one part that I believe it's true. That's funny. Is that she said at the beginning of her interview. Sorry, I'm actually texting with Olivia right now about this. That's the person who told me. This is not my first drama. Oh, for YouTube, yes, it's my first drama. The part that I believe is true is that everybody said at the beginning of it that the kids knew, the students knew before the police knew, and even in the the 2020 special, the girl who was Xana's friend was like, "Oh, I heard in the morning. I was texting her in the morning." That part I believe. The rest of it that goes into drug conspiracies and smearing a dead people's names when they can't defend themselves. That is the part that I don't believe, and that is the part that I refuse to tread lightly with. And I would, even if she was here, both of y'all, YouTube and TikTok, both of y'all, I would not bring her on the box because I'm not going to give her a platform. I am texting with Olivia. So she's either here or on the TikTok live. Regardless, it could get interesting. I'm not going to give a platform to it because I just don't think that we should continue to perpetuate rumors. So she's in one of these. I don't know if it's TikTok. I don't know if it's YouTube, but she is apparently here or was here. Take this comment down. Olivia shared her story. How do I know she's here? Because Olivia just texted me, and Olivia's not in my live. I can tell you that for sure. In either of these lives, I would have gotten a notification. And she said, "Kim is messaging me about you." I said, "Oh, she must be in her." I said, "She must be in my live." LOL. I said, "I'm ripping on her." And I said, "But I'm defending you." So, anyways. So, if she wants to come in and start typing things, that's fine. She can type things. It is opinion. Here's the thing. Somebody just said something so eloquently. I'm gonna go back to it. Caldwell, you said so eloquently put. Her opinion is hers, but it's harmful to make false and unfounded accusations. 100%. I don't know. I didn't get that far into it, Barbie. Opinions are one thing. When I come on social media, whether it's YouTube, TikTok Live, because I really try hard not to give my personal opinions and speculations in my actual videos, but in lives and stuff, I will do that with you because I can very clearly tell you, hey, this is my opinion. This is what I think. This is what makes logical sense to me. I can say that, but I never state my opinion as fact. Willow just said it. She is stating as fact. She is stating as fact with no receipts, with not that I know of, at least, not being there. Her kids don't go to that school. They go to the other school, WSU. If she doesn't want people talking about this because people, since the interview has gone up, since the other YouTube show that Kim was on, she is making the waves herself. As creators who are covering this case, we are going to talk about it. People are going to come on and ask us questions about it. In fact, that is the only reason I'm talking about it. I literally today, between direct DMs, should have called her after my live. I will. I've had over 100 people between DMs and messages and responses to my videos tell me to talk about this case or talk about Kim, talk about what the video, talk about this. So that is what I am doing. And if she did not want that, then she shouldn't have put it out there. That's what I'm going to say. I don't know what she expected on this. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that to Olivia. But I mean, if it's stuff that I can share, you know that I will with y'all. But I like to be respectful. Here's the thing. If you go back to Gabby Petito, Olivia called me the minute that Cassie Laundrie spoke to them. I knew hours prior to it breaking on the news. Olivia tells me stuff about this case because she has a relationship with Steve. I don't share those things because she trusts me and I don't want to betray that trust, and I consider her a friend. So I wouldn't put her on a phone on a live unknowingly. I wouldn't do that. It would jeopardize her and my relationship, my friendship, which I value her and my friendship. And two, it would make it so she doesn't feel that I can be trusted. So, my integrity to me is very important. That's why I try to not post fallacies and rumors. I mean, I'm not saying that I get it right 100% of the time. I don't get it right 100% of the time. I have gotten it wrong, and when I do, I will take it down and I will make a correction. That is what I do. But I will also defend what is right. And in this particular situation, what is right is that there were 4 people who are dead that people are making accusations about. And those 4 people cannot step in and say, whoa, wait a minute, let me defend myself. Even the survivors can't defend. My background's not reporting at all. My college degree is in marketing, and I sell drugs for a living. Literally, I'm a pharma rep. But then there are 2 other survivors who can't speak about anything because they don't want to jeopardize a case, who have been accused of everything under the sun, from helping with the murders to cleaning up after the murders to being drug dealers to doing it themselves and everything in between. And it's not right. And I will always stand up on that side, on the side of sticking up for those people. I have no problem being the voice of people who don't have a voice. How did I word it, Tori? I don't know how I worded it. I would love to do this full time, which is one of the reasons I'm trying to grow my YouTube as well. What did Kaylee's parents think about Kim's conversation? So what I can tell you about that is I know that Kaylee's parents knew about this before Olivia posted it. And I think that's all I am at liberty to say. Oh, I know. I say it that way all the time just for fun. But anyways, like I was saying, I have thick skin. You can't be on social media and be a larger creator, or really a creator at all. I mean, I'm not going to be large. You could have 50 people and people are going to come after you just because they're assholes. But I have thick skin. I have no problem calling out trolls and stupidity, and I will do both if it means being the voice and being on the side of right. So, thank you for that, JD. I appreciate that. Anyways, that is that. So I'm looking at what y'all are saying. I would, okay, actually, so somebody on the YouTube live said something. I want to bring this up. I tried to touch my thing like my phone. Hold on. There we go. I wouldn't be surprised if that lady ends up getting a cease and desist from the state of Idaho. It is funny that you say that because I had that same. Oh, Ricks, I'm going to come back to your question. That's a great question. Give me a second. I had this exact conversation with Olivia. I said, Olivia, I have a feeling that Kim is going to get a cease and desist from the state of Idaho and that you are going to be made to take this video down. I told her that literally yesterday because I think that what she is doing is dangerous and it is going to impede the investigation. She's spreading a lot of stuff out there that could be detrimental to the investigation. So that's what it is. Yeah, cat's out of the bag. Leave it or take it down. You're right. I mean, you're 100% right. Right, Kenneth. You're 100% right. There. You're not wrong. Okay. Ricks wants to know how I started getting into true crime. So actually, when my platform first blew up, it was not true crime at all. I grew up with a very narcissistic mother who next month will be 4 years that we have been no contact. Okay. And that is what I talked about. Then Gabby Petito happened. Yeah, it could lead to a literal mistrial, 100%. Then Gabby Petito happened, and I wasn't covering that. And my wife said to me, like, Justin, you need to watch this. You need to cover this. So she sat me down and she said, and she was like, watch this video footage. And I watched the Moab footage and I was like, holy shit. Brian Laundrie is a massive narcissist. This directly correlates with my narcissistic content that I already create. And so I started covering Gabby, and somehow I started on true crime. People liked the way that I covered it. I became, I would say, one of the top 10 creators covering. Sorry a second. I'll read what somebody says. Anyways, and it just kind of has gone from there. We flew a banner over the Laundrie residence house, and I've just then I started covering current events, and this happened. And so, anyways, yeah. For what I know, do I believe Brian to be a narcissist as well? I don't know enough about Brian. I haven't seen his mannerisms enough to know that. There hasn't been that much to come out about him. Based on what I know, if I had to say, people have said that he's a narcissist, but based on what I've seen, the answer is no. He has friends, or the friends that he's had say good things about him for the most part. But I think that he does have mental issues. Is narcissism one of them? Maybe, but I don't know 100%. When I look at somebody like Roberta Laundrie or Brian Laundrie, it is crystal clear. I see that from a mile away. It's the same behavior, same mannerisms, everything that my mom had. But with Brian, I don't know. I did cover the Johnny Depp stuff as well. Yes. So I covered the Johnny Depp stuff as well. And that was something that I had a little bit of an in on, which made my a little bit different too. One is I fangirl the hell out of Johnny Depp. Like I love Johnny Depp. Like I'm a massive fan of Johnny Depp. Okay. Now that is out of the way, one of my best friends, who I've known for many, many, many years since high school, is Alice Cooper, the Alice Cooper, rock star, personal assistant. Alice Cooper is in a band called the Hollywood Vampires with none other than Johnny Depp. Also Joe Perry, but Johnny Depp. So because of that, my friend Kyler has been over to Johnny's house multiple times, was there multiple times when Amber was around, had experienced time with Amber while the vampires were on tour. And so I knew a lot of stuff about Amber Heard and Johnny Depp that nobody else knew because of my friend. And I do come with receipts, so I can prove that my friend is Alice's assistant, and I can prove that Johnny is in a band with them. So yeah, Alice is very, very nice. So anyways, I do come with receipts. That's the thing. So yeah, but I did cover that too. Oh, thank you, Becky. I appreciate that. You're never going to get that 30 minutes of your life back, though. I'm kidding. So anyways, yes. You started calling for the narc content due to the mother relationships of blood where content is going. Yeah, it's really morphed into a lot of things. So, really on this platform, if you're new here and you're just kind of streaming and watching this live, what I will tell you is this. Yes, I'm covering true crimes with these big cases. I will cover news stories that I find interesting. My content has a tendency to be a potpourri of sorts. I will cover things as well, like whether you agree with me or you don't agree with me, and that's totally cool. And I'm also very cool if people disagree with me, as long as it's done respectfully. I'm happy to have a dialogue with somebody who is different. In fact, I encourage it, as long as people are respectful about it. But that, a mega pint of wine. Yes, a mega pint. But anyways, thank you guys for the, yes, I'm so excited. For those of y'all who don't know, I got verified on Instagram. But my content will cover true crime. It'll cover current events. It'll cover, things that I find interesting. It will cover narcissistic parent type stuff. And it also covers, I covered a lot under Roe versus Wade, because I do not agree with the overturning of it. And and it's not even for me. My non-agreement with it has nothing to do even with, from my point of view, it doesn't even have to do with abortion. It has to do with all the gray areas that come around pregnancy and how dangerous it is, and how doctors will not be able to make the decisions that they once were in split seconds because of these rules. Now, I have an opinion on abortions from a non-medical scare level as well, but that's kind of is kind of that. So I talk about that. I talk about things to keep. I have a daughter and I want to see a better world for her. So I call out misogyny a lot. The misogynists do not like that. I get called all sorts of things. I get called a cuck. I get called a simp. I get called sorts. I don't care. It's a badge I will wear proudly. But anyway, so I talk about all kinds of stuff all over the place is my point. Tell us, what is your opinion on Amber and Johnny? Okay. Yes, I believe 100% Johnny Depp. I had been hearing about the troubles between Johnny and Amber well before this trial came about. And here's what I can tell you that my friend has told me. Okay. So if y'all want the inside information that you did not hear, hold on a second. That you did not hear in the trial, here's what I will tell you. Amber would come out on the Hollywood Vampires tour. I'm going to tell y'all two stories on this. Amber would come out. He used to live in Phoenix. He now lives in Nashville. He's his assistant, so he flies out whenever Alice needs him. Whenever Amber, okay, so when Johnny would go on tour with the Hollywood Vampires, oftentimes Amber would not be there for at least the initial part of it and stuff like that. Johnny Depp likes to do the rock star thing. He doesn't want to fly. He wants his tour bus. He wants to live the life of being an on the road, over the road rock star. That's what he likes doing. Amber did not like doing that. That is number one. Number two, apparently when Johnny was without Amber on tour with the Vampires, he was always on time to rehearsal, very pleasant, very upbeat, awesome to be around from what I understand. Just a very easygoing kind of guy. And the minute Amber showed up, he became reclusive, didn't show up to rehearsals on time, became more moody, became more unstable, would drink more. And then the minute she left, he went back to his normal self. Literally, this is true. The other thing too is, so do y'all remember during the time when they were talking about in that thing about how he just wanted to hang out around, let me see if I can show you. I can probably show you. I might be able to show you all this too. He would talk about hanging out around like these just a bunch of old men playing guitar. Y'all remember that? Hold on a second. I want to show y'all something. I'm going to show you who the old men were. Show y'all who the old men were. If I can find the picture. Oh my God, I don't want that. Can we complete the pop-up? I don't want that. I'm going to try to see if I can show y'all the picture. I'm trying to get this. Hold, please. Because I can show you a picture of one of those events where Amber was there. If I can find it. So bear with me for 1 second. And when you see who the old men were, you're going to be like, oh my God. And if I can't find the picture, I will tell y'all and then find the picture later. It's an older one of his. Oh, damn it. I can't find it. Okay. I cannot find it at the moment. But in it, I'm going to keep looking though. In the picture, and this was Johnny was around. I don't think he was in this particular picture, but he was there. It was Joe Perry of Aerosmith. It was Alice Cooper, obviously. Paul McCartney. Julie for the party who went over everything on YouTube. Yeah, thank you, Emily. I'm trying to find this, but these are the people who the old men were literally gods of rock, like gods of rock. I'm trying to find the picture. Is this it? Is this the picture? Bam. Okay. Actually, that might be. I can't tell if that's Johnny or not. Okay, I'll show y'all. Let me throw this up for here. For y'all. I'll throw it up on YouTube, and then I will try to turn the camera to show y'all. This is one of the pictures. There's more, but this is the one that I can find. So here's the picture. Let me see if I can make it full screen. Oh, it is full screen. Great. So that's Paul McCartney. That's Joe Perry. That could be Johnny. I can't tell for sure. But whoever it was, this was all when they were all recording. Here, I'll show y'all. I've been on Alice Cooper's tour bus. I'm going to invite her. Flip the camera. Okay, so this is the picture. Okay, so there's Paul McCartney, Joe Perry. I think that could possibly be Johnny, but if not, it's somebody else. It might not be. I can't remember. I can ask. There are other pictures. Oh, hold on. Who's it say? Okay, yeah, it is. That is Johnny. There's Johnny Depp right there. That's Joe Perry, and that's Paul McCartney. All right. So my buddy has hung out with all of them. And I will share this if y'all want to, because I'm going to go ahead since I'm showing his stuff. If you want to, my buddy takes these pictures. You can see Billy Idol there and stuff like that. He sells his art. His prints are amazing. He's got all sorts of things. And so if you want to support my friend, Serial Kyler, spelled like that. If you want to support him or just go check out his stuff, it's really great. He and I have been great friends since he was my best friend in high school. We did have a falling out at one point, but now we're friends again because I did something very, very, very stupid. And it was totally my fault, but he has forgiven me and all is well. But anyways, he's great, but his name is Kyler Clark. If you Google him, you will find out that he is Alice Cooper's assistant. Doesn't Johnny have 5 or 6 years sobriety now? Something like that. Yeah, he's been sober for a while. Did I marry his girlfriend? I did not marry his girlfriend, no, but you're along the right lines. I'll put it that way. I also get I don't know if I'm allowed to show this. I don't know. I can't show it because it's on my phone. Hey, Riley. How are you? We have been talking about Kim tonight. We're not talking about Kim anymore. We did it on YouTube. Apparently, Kim was in one of my lives. I don't know if it was here. Oh, thank you, Riley. I don't know if it was here or on YouTube, but apparently she was in it, and she was texting Olivia about me. So, anyways. But that's, yeah. She did crap in his bed, yes. But anyways, apparently, so at that event that I showed you guys, yeah, Alice now lives in Phoenix. He has a house in Phoenix, Arizona, that actually just went through $1 million renovation. Who is Kim? Hey, Riley, I'll let you take that one. Kim is a nutcase, is what she is. That's funny, Emily. Anyway, she would come in and she was apparently miserable on all the, like I said, I mean, Paul McCartney alone, guys. Paul McCartney alone. You and me both. I'm devastated as well. But so yes, I covered the Johnny Depp trial, and then now we've been covering this. I'm going to start covering Murdoch on Monday. I might have a special surprise for you guys again. Yes, Riley and I are friends again. Y'all will never know what happened, but we are good again. So I'll thank you guys. Riley, you don't have to give me stuff. Stop it. What was I going to say? I'm going to start covering murder. Oh, yeah. So a couple things I want to share with you guys, housekeeping type items that I think y'all will be very, very interested in. Is that on Wednesday of this next week, I'm going to be doing a live that I promise you guys y'all are going to want to register for. And it's with JB Buno of WFLA. I'm the only person he's going to be doing live or lives with. If you like Brian Enton, you will, and you don't know JB, you will really, really like JB. So it's going to be on Wednesday night. You can register for that live. Thank you, Emily. Yes, thank you, Emily. You're good. So I'm very excited about that. Have a good night, Tori. The other thing that I want to share with you guys, a lot of y'all, as we talk about, I've talked on my lives a lot about a museum in Pigeon Forge. Yes, it's Hey JB. Exactly. So there's a crime museum in Pigeon Forge called Alcatraz East, and it's amazing. I love it. They have OJ's Bronco, like the actual Bronco. She might have been I think she was in one of my lives. Yes. They have the Bronco. They have one of Ted Bundy's Beetles. They have John Dillinger's getaway car, John Wayne Gacy's like clown suits, and along with a myriad of, they have an entire lethal injection machine there. Yes, they do have one of Ted Bundy's Beetles. Yes, they do. What's the question? Yeah, well, okay, gotcha. I'm going to reach out to them. I need to send them an email probably tonight, and I'm going to try to go next week, and I will let y'all know when I do. I will pay to go because I just want to go for fun. Alyssa won't go with me with that. I don't know how to do a hashtag for myself, Tina. If somebody wants to teach me that, I'm cool to do it. But I will try to do I will at the very least do a video, but I'm going to try to do a live from that place. Just walk through and show you guys. But it's a super cool crime museum. Like I really, really dig it. And I think y'all will too. So that's why I'm trying to make that happen. So. Yeah, JB is a Florida reporter, but he's kind of gone national since he's been. I'll be there Wednesday night for sure. Okay, awesome. Thank you guys, and thank you guys for the follow on both YouTube and TikTok. Okay, Alyssa, she'll go if it's not a live because of Victoria. We could go even if Victoria was live; it would be fine. So Kim is a mom who has children at WSU. If you want to see me talk about it, because I don't want to keep giving her press over and over again, I am currently live on YouTube. When I get off of YouTube, it will save and upload that video. It will save that video, and you can go watch it. You might even be able to watch it now, starting. And I talked about her in the beginning of it, so we can chat about it. I do start including a hashtag in the phrase. Okay, cool. I will never remember to do that. But yeah, in my opinion, a lot of what she says is rumor mill. So, yeah, it is fantastic. So we have cabins. We have 3 cabins in 2 cabins in Pigeon Forge and 1 in Gatlinburg. We're going to stay at one of our Pigeon Forge ones. And it's Alyssa's birthday, so that's why we're going out there. So we're going to be out there. And I was like, well, as long as we're out there, it could be fun. Yeah, they came in. Okay, so you can rewind on here. Not doing a TikTok meet. I would not be adverse to doing some kind of TikTok meetup. I would not know how to plan that, and I would want to plan it with other creators as well. Is YouTube under the same username? Yes, it is. For those of y'all who are asking, my YouTube name is under the same username. You can also get to my YouTube on TikTok by going into my profile, into my bio on Linktree. Click the Linktree link in my bio, and the second link down will take you directly to my YouTube as well. And Bunny Sue shared this. So, oh, thank you. You said you did it. I was going to pin it, but you beat me to it. Is my YouTube growing? I hope it's growing. I hope my Instagram grows too. Honestly, I mean, I don't even know how to get monetized on Instagram, but I'm just so excited that Instagram gave me a blue check mark. Like, I'm super stoked about that. Let me go look at my dashboard. Oh, wow. I did grow. I got like a couple hundred in the last couple hours. That's awesome. I don't think that Olivia looks at it that way. I don't know. I'm going to chat with her tonight after I get off this live. Thank you guys. Yeah. I put a lot of stuff. It's not that she's not putting. She put out an interview, and the interview is not necessarily confirmed info. It is a second, third hand eyewitness kind of thing. So I don't know, Nima. I've been trying to do something with Lawyer Carey. What does the blue check mark mean? I know it means verified. It just means verified. It means that the account's authentic. And thank you guys for doing that. It means that the account's authentic. It means that I guess I'm a person of value or whatever as far as creators go, which I feel very humbled to have that. I really want TikTok to give it to me too, though. But I am very grateful for Instagram doing it. But it means I get to feel special about myself, I guess. That's what I mean. I'll put it this way though. So I was texting my buddy Kyler, the one who works for Alice, who did those amazing, the amazing photography that I just showed you, which please do go support him. And thank you. Yeah, if people want to do that, I would be totally down for it. If people want to tag TikTok on the video I made about Instagram verifying me so they could see that Instagram verified me, I mean, I would not be adverse to people doing that on that video. So if people wanted to. So anyways, it's very nice and it's very humbling, like I said, to because this was never like I never had any intention of becoming like a social media creator or having a ton of followers. It's just kind of worked out that way to the point that I'm like, okay, well, I've been graced with with a great platform and great followers that I should try to do good things with it, to try to so I mean, I do. I mean, true crime is part of it because we all find true crime interesting, right? We do. But there's also other things that I do. I stand up against on my platform, I stand up against bigotry and racism and misogyny and I try to take news and condense it down to 60 seconds for people. And then we have fun doing it, I think. So yeah, I guess that's the way of putting become an accidental large creator is as authentic as it gets. I guess so. I have not seen the Inton interview with the FBI agent. Is it Jennifer Coffindaffer? Because he does a lot with her, and I really like her. I'm going to talk to Olivia tonight about a lot of that stuff. What is the Murdaugh case? I will need to do a video on that specifically, but basically the gist of it is Murdaugh is a very well-connected, well-known, like this is a typical, like well-known generations Southern family. He killed his wife and son, lied about it. There's a lot of moving pieces to Murdaugh. And so, but I'm in fact to the point that it's been so long, I need to actually do some catching up on it too before Monday. But Enton's going to be covering it as well, and if it's there, it's good enough for me. So, but he's very wealthy, very well connected, and he killed a few family members exactly. But there's a lot of crimes involved, with it. You blows your mind how slowly the follower growth is from one platform to another. I assume 500K followers on TikTok would translate so fast. Here's the thing about it. I've got 518, 19, whatever on TikTok, but I had kind of a YouTube, but I didn't really do anything with it. Like I never posted on it. I had an Instagram. I rarely posted on it. I have a Twitter, rarely posted on it. I had some, it was actually Olivia and one other person who told me like, you need to start doing YouTube. And so I started doing YouTube based on their suggestions. And I was like, well, if I'm doing YouTube, I might as well try to do more with Insta and try to do more with Twitter as well, just because it's exposure and different people receive information different ways. So people who might not be on one thing might be on another. And the nice thing that I really like about Instagram in particular, because I used to actually, if you look at it, I hate. Oh, thank you for I thank you. That is one thing that I will happily say. I do have great hair. I'm very proud of my hair. In fact, fun story because I think my wife is in here. There was a guy who my wife dated before me, and he was just a complete jackass. And I've married. We've been together for 16 years, so I should not be this butthurt about it, but I am. When we were dating, Alyssa at the time was like, we all should be friends. Everybody should be friends because she was in that mindset. And this guy like literally pulled me aside from a party and started bragging about how much his parents have. And they had a house in South Carolina they could only get to by boats and blah, 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 blah. And then when we got together, he would tell me that she was never going to end up with me. Then when she worked at a bank, and he would purposely came to her bank to get a loan on a vehicle that he bought. So she would be forced to do the loan for him. And anyways, he is bald and I still have all this. So it doesn't matter. That's my point to that. I win no matter what. Right, Alyssa? She's in here. I don't know if she heard me saying that. But I win because I have good hair and he does not. I actually was using a pomade for a while. I actually should do a video on what I use. I have this stuff now that's like a freaking, I don't even know what it's like, a powder, and I like lightly dust the powder into my hair. And it's really weird. I don't know how it works. It's magic, not science. So anyway, especially at 40 years old, and no sign of receding. So anyways, but yeah. But Instagram, the thing that I like about it is, as I started to say, was I can take whenever like Moscow or the police department puts out a press release, or there's legal documents, which I do still need to finish doing my legal document series for everybody. We have time. I've kind of let it go, but I need to get back into it. So everybody knows what they are. I went from that to, yes, that too. But I can put it on there, and that way, I'm not having to do a great just with the good hair. I do win because I have Alyssa. That is also a win too. That is absolutely a win. Y'all are 100% right. I am a very, very, very lucky man. My wife is amazing. Y'all are right. But I do have good hair too. And so that's great too. But I can start putting things up there, and I don't make a whole video about them, and then y'all can read it without my face and hair in the way. So what time is it? It's 11:30. Okay. All right. Well, here's what I'm going to do. Now, nothing new on Anna Walsh at this point. I've not heard anything extra. As soon as there is anything extra, I am not the Britney Spears connoisseur. That is my wife, who is not on at the moment, unless I'm going to invite her in here. I'm getting ready to sign off, I think, because I'm tired. We're going to Pigeon Forge tomorrow. We are working on merch. It's not it's not science, it's magic. Johnny Depp is really associated. I'm guessing you went to that. It's Johnny Depp is awesome. But we're going to Pigeon Forge tomorrow. It is 11:30 here. I apparently have to call Olivia. So I have lots of opinions on Britney Spears too. That's a different live for a different day, which if people have interest, I am happy to do that. But I will ask this because somebody did bring it up, and I think it's a good idea because I think it's worked for other creators. If you are in this, and if you don't mind, if you have a moment and you feel inclined, and you don't mind me asking this of you, if you want to go to the video I made about the verification on Instagram and tag TikTok asking them to verify me, I would very much be appreciative of that, obviously. But I mean, don't feel obligated, please. So, yes to Brittany's. What's Alyssa's thoughts on my? Oh my God, let me get her. Let me see if I can get her on here. Hold on, before I say I'm going to go. Alyssa has lots of opinions. She's working. All right, you know what? Since she's still working, then I'm not going to get off. Give me like 3 seconds for a bathroom break, if that's cool. Used to be able to do like a be right back thing, but give me like 3 seconds for a bathroom break. I will be right back. And then we can maybe talk a little bit about, they are theater chairs. I can give you all a little like look of this room too. She says she'll be done in 10 minutes. So I'm going to go to the restroom. Then I'll go back and see if she wants to come on and talk about Britney Spears. But Paul, don't go anywhere. Or go to that video and tell them to verify. Okay, I'm back. So to the person who asked earlier, yes, I am in theater chairs, and yes, there are movie posters behind me because I am in our theater. We have a little home theater. It also has a massage chair, a cocktail arcade table, and a lot of records, like a lot of records. Well, thank you for the follow. I have not talked about the Grizzlies tonight. I am happy to talk about the Grizzlies. I'm going to see if I would ask Alyssa. I went in there after I went to the restroom and said, "Hey, if you want to come on when you're done for just a couple minutes." No, nothing on Instagram. I mean, follow me on Instagram, obviously, if you want to. But no, I was saying there's a post I did where I got verified on Instagram today, and I was talking about that post, like thanking people for it, and just go into that post on TikTok and ask them to verify me. But no, it's not on Instagram. It's just a post about Instagram. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate you guys. I sounded British. Okay. Well, I guess that's good. Show us around the theater. Okay, I'll show y'all. I'm sorry, YouTube. Y'all can't see the theater. Maybe I can. Put my hand on one. That's funny. Okay, it's kind of messy, so don't, ignore it. But there's the dog right there. I got like stuff kind of in the way. This is my janky setup right now behind the scenes because I need to not be bringing laughter. But there's the massage chair, game table. Again, I got to clean some of this up. There's the screen. Again, I need to clean some of this up. And there's my record collection. And then this entire wall is all autographs. Everything, including that Johnny Depp one over there. But everything that's on this wall is signed. Everything. So there is the tour, the brief tour of the theater. Yes, I washed my hands. I am very big on hand hygiene, like huge on hand hygiene. Thank you. This should not be my setup. This is our downstairs, like community family Mac. And I brought it up here because Alyssa's got a laptop that I got her last Christmas. It's an HP, but I like the Apple setup more than the Windows setup. What was the question? I didn't see you in here. Well, hello, Cheaty Bug. I didn't see you. There's a lot of people in here. It scrolls fast. And I'm also looking at YouTube over here. Wow. Are my Gatlinburg cabins on VRBO or Airbnb? They are on both. There's actually washing your hands is important. Don't say You actually get to links to one of the links I need to update, but on my link tree, there's links to the cabins as well because people often ask. I know you're in medical series. What does your wife do? I don't even know what she does. She's like a director level, something with, I don't know, life insurance. I don't know what the update was. What did I ask that was rude? What did I ask that was rude? Oh, sorry. Never mind. I'm confused. I've confused myself. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Cheaty. An accountant. Yeah, she's an accountant. Nobody asks more questions when somebody says you're an accountant. So, okay. All right. Hold on. Okay. Gabby, I don't want to talk about this, but then I do want to talk about this because it's crazy. So the Kim woman also made I am confusion. Okay, I'm so confused. Okay, so apparently Kim made a post about Facebook on the Facebook group that Kaylee was meant to be kidnapped and taken to a cabin 100 miles away. All right, I need to call Lydia when this is done. I'm so confused. That's okay. Apparently, I think I probably need to go and call Olivia. That's what I think I need to do. Here's what I will tell y'all. I don't know if in the next well, I can tell you right now, on Monday and Tuesday, I will probably not be going live. Oh, Grizzly. I'll talk about Grizzly before I get off. I'll talk about Grizzly tomorrow. I will probably not be going live tomorrow or Monday, or tomorrow, Monday, or Tuesday. Tuesday's Alyssa's birthday. Olivia, I've asked her to come here, but she didn't want to right there. My Airbnb is run by a property management company now. That's why you see that, Karen. Because when guests have issues in the middle of the night, and we're 4 hours away, we can't handle it. So we finally just sent it over to a property management company. So it's not, those are our listings, but it's not us in the picture. Chrisley, real quick. Oh yeah, before I do that though, I probably won't be here on tomorrow because we're going to be going to Pigeon Forge Monday or Tuesday. I might go live if I'm able to go to the crime museum on those days. Then Melissa's birthday is on Tuesday, so I'm definitely not going to go live for her birthday, but I will 100% be live. The first link might be the one that needs to be replaced because they had to update that link. I will be going live Wednesday with JB Buno at, I think it's 9:00 Eastern time, 8:00 Central time. I will be in Eastern time for this, so I'll switch gears instead of saying Central. But yeah, y'all aren't going to want to miss that live. Seriously, JB, if you don't know who JB is, JB Buno, hey JB, look him up. WFLA. It's Olivia's Instagram. I think it's Chronicles of Olivia. Also, register for that live. You can do so in my profile. I promise you, it's going to be a good one. And if you don't follow JB, I would encourage you to do that as well. The other thing that I will ask, since y'all kind of brought it up, and I'm going to keep, I guess I'm going to take advantage of it. If you guys want to go to the post I made earlier today on, it's Prox D. Okay, thank you, Emily. Can you pin? Let me see if you can pin that. There's Olivia's Instagram. If you want to go to the post I made on TikTok about Instagram, verify me, and asking TikTok to verify me, that would be amazing. I would appreciate it. Again, only if you feel inclined to do so. The Fantastic Live is already scheduled for Wednesday night. You can register for the link in my profile. It is going to be with JB Buno. I am the only creator. He told me that I am the only creator he will be going live with. That's it, because he and I worked together in the past on Gabby Petito. That live will be solely on TikTok, not YouTube, because he's trying to grow his TikTok following because he's brand new. Yes, we can definitely make that happen for you, Pink Sparkle. Thank you. JB Buno, for the person who asked, hey, JB, he is a news anchor out of Florida, but he's like Brian Enton level news person out of Florida, but he's Brian Enton level, and he has gone, hold on a second. I know exactly. That's what I'm saying, because then TikTok has to see the IG one. He's great. If you like Brian Enton, you like Ashley Banfield, you like, I mean, he's not like Nancy Grace, but if you like the people who cover that type of stuff, you like my content, you like Riley Lively's content, you like Haley's content, Robin Haley, and you're gonna like JB, you know, I promise you that. And he might have better hair than me. So I know that a lot of women really crush on him. I did apply to TikTok as well. Well, I sent them the information because I don't have the ability. They haven't given me the ability in my profile to apply. So see, there you go. So, anyways, he's great. Give him a follow too. It's WFLA JB. But I promise you, y'all are not gonna want to miss that. Y'all are not gonna want to miss it. If you want to try to help me get verified, I did a video. I think it's 2 back. I don't have anything here that I can go look now. I think it's 2 back, 2 or 3 back. It's got a picture of it's got my background on Instagram. I think it might even say something like about having got the blue check mark or something might be what it says when you go to my profile. But it was today. If you go to that video and just tag TikTok. Yeah, I will definitely either record when I go to the crime museum or yeah, I sent TikTok my IG verification, yes. Or I'll go live there for you guys to see it because the crime museum is phenomenal. I think that y'all will really dig that. I want y'all to see that because a lot of y'all follow me for true crime. So I want y'all to definitely be able to see that. Let me check real quick on here. Was the 3D walkthrough was the 3D walkthrough up before the murders? No, Donna, good question. Not that I'm aware of. If you can share what Olivia says, will you make a TikTok? Yes, I will do that. Or a YouTube, one of the two, or both. Yes, I got your email. Yes, I need to get with you. We can set up a call or something for sure. I need to email you back. Okay. I knew what you meant, Mackenzie. JB's TikTok name is WFLA JB. WFLA JB. No, Crime Museum in Pigeon Forge. Although I'm going to Vegas in a few weeks for a conference, if I have time, maybe I'll go to that crime museum too. So, anyways. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and log off. I'm going to call Olivia. Oh, Chrisley, I promise, Brooke. I promise. I'm sorry. Okay, Chrisley, and then I'm going to go. Sorry. Thank you for reminding me and keeping me honest. I appreciate that. Chrisley, I am so pissed off about Todd and Julie Chrisley. I am pissed off about it. Why does he get the same amount of time? I don't know what that is. Why does he get the same amount of time as Josh Duggar? Why does a crime where it was a pretty much mostly victimless crime. It was banks that got ripped off. He committed fraud and a little bit of tax evasion. But 12 years when Josh Duggar got 12 years. I'll probably do a video, Sonia, if Olivia gives me anything I can share. But if it's Olivia's, I'll have her do it. But anyway, it breaks my heart for him. Yes, he did things wrong. Now, what I think should have happened is give him a year, 6 months, whatever. The biggest thing that you could do to somebody like people like that is to seize all their assets. As my wife said, I think in a live last night, it's her verbiage, not mine. Like a Schitt's Creek scenario. If you haven't seen Schitt's Creek, definitely watch it. Hilarious show. You will laugh your ass off. But like a situation like that, seize his assets, take his stuff. Well, I get it's for greed, but Judy, I get it that it was greed and it's a lot of money, but do you think that type of crime deserves the same punishment as a pedophile who has touched his sister, rumored to have touched his own children, who has had, from what the police said, when you are into apparently that type of CSA material, he had the top tier worst stuff. I just don't think that a financial crime, take their assets, Schitt's Creek, call it a day. Oh, I ate all of these. These were good. So that is my opinion on it. I think the saddest thing was, he hugged He had to hug Nanny Faye for like the last time because she's got cancer. She'll be dead by the time he gets out. Savannah's now, has to raise, basically taking care of the family. It's really a crappy situation. And I get that they wanted to make I realize I wanted to make an example out of him. But there's other people. Rapists get less time. People who harm children get less time. People who do armed robbery get less time. Manslaughter gets less time. I just don't think in this case the punishment fit the crime. It's a lot of money. I get it. But here's the thing. Banks steal from us every day. Every day. I did a video not too long. I did a video because I got screwed over by Chase to the point that Chase finally gave me my money back because I went. I don't think Alec Baldwin should have been charged. I know people disagree with me. We're talking about Todd Crisley right now. But Chase, like the banks steal from you. You give them your money, they give you a rate of less than 1%, but loan it out now for 8%, 6% for a house, whatever the case is. I'm going to go soon. I promise. The fees, like I did a Venmo transaction, and at the time I didn't know Chase had changed the rules because we use our Chase cards for everything. And then all of a sudden we started getting hit with fees because they didn't let us know. So I had like $40 in fees. And it's just, that's what I'm saying. Like that's, and the thing is, the thing that's really shitty about that charging fees, overdraft fees, is that when you have people for the most part that don't have money and thank you, Bunny Sue. Then you're gonna overdraft them more as a junk fee. So, anyways, Todd Crisley's in for 12 years. His wife Julie's in for 7. Anyways, like I said, a junk fee junk fees are things like your overdraft fees, your fees for using a card or using their bank. Anything that Ticketmaster pretty much charges as a junk fee. You know how like you go, oh man, I'm going to go to this concert. It's $35 a ticket. And by the time you're done, it's $85 a ticket because they tacked on $50 in fees. Those are junk fees. Like BS fees just to basically screw the person. Yeah. So anyways, that is my opinion on that. So with all of that said, I'm going to go call Olivia. If there's something I can update with, I will update you guys. The Alec Baldwin thing, somebody asked, don't think he should have been charged. I did a video on that, I think. I did a live, and we can talk about that again later, but as well. But yes, thank you everybody for the follows. I appreciate it. I will be covering the Murdaugh case starting on Monday. That is going to be one you are going to want to watch. I can assure you of that. It is going to be an absolute shit show. We can plan a live with Alyssa to talk about Britney Spears. And yes, please cut Olivia some slack. Thank you for saying that. Please cut her some slack. She does good work. She cares about it. She puts hours into what she does in her own time and her own money. So please cut her some slack. Even if this might have been not the best thing for her to post, it is what it is. It's out there. She's a good person, guys. I promise you. So anyways, you guys have a great night. If you want to see everything that we talked about earlier with Kim and stuff, you can go to YouTube. The live will be up in about a minute. And yeah, we will talk to you guys soon. Have a great night, everyone. Thank y'all for the follows and the support. And you guys too.